It's so weird to me that people can fall asleep with like a TV on or like somebody talking.
I can't do that.
Oh, dude, I have to.
If I sleep with, if I hear somebody talking on the TV while I'm sleeping, all I can pay attention to is them talking, and it just completely keeps me from falling asleep.
Yeah, same. I'm kind of the same way.
I just need like
I can do it if
white
I'm
noise from a
napping.
fan. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I always have a fan on, but like I've been sleeping with earplugs in.
Why?
That has been.
I cannot do that.
Earplugs?
Yeah, I would hear like my own like ear sound.
Like,
yeah, you can hear like everything. Like,
I feel
that
like
your
if you
body
have
does.
tinnitus, though, that would make it so bad. You have like
Yeah.
ringing in your ears or whatever?
I have a little bit of
Oh, no,
tinnitus.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have any.
Because if
So
you
I just,
plug up
like-
your ears, that's why I sleep with a fan, because like I have loud ringing because, you know, fucking always playing guitar loud and shit, whatever. So I have ringing in my ears. So I sleep with a fan so that it like doesn't drive me nuts. And I feel like if I plugged up my ears, I would want to kill myself.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
like
I
when you
have to
try and
sleep
sleep
with
in
the
like
fan
a
on or TV.
silent room. Like completely, all I hear is just like this noise the entire time.
Really?
Yeah. Tinnitus is fucked,
God.
dude.
You're like 100 years old.
If there's just like
You're ancient.
Dude has tinnitus.
I probably have
That's 'cause I-
tinnitus as well.
It comes
That's
from
loud
listening
music.
to just loud shit for a long time.
I was in a
It's literally
band for like 2
damaging your
years, and I
ears.
don't think I have tinnitus.
Well,
Maybe you just
I've
have
been
like
listening to
Thanos
somebody
ears. And then,
smash. Yeah, I guess I got Thanos ears.
I also sit next to a really loud amp for 8 hours at a time and play guitar for 8 hours for people on Omegle. So that's probably why.
I
Probably
used
the
to fall
penises that gave you
asleep.
tinnitus.
I used to fall asleep to the Ozzy Osbourne album like for like 3 years straight. That's probably what caused it.
God,
On
that is
full
some
volume.
fucking. That
full
is some
volume, yeah.
serial
Fall asleep
killer
to
shit.
Your whole
God,
room's
that is-
vibrating. You just
That is like. That's like school shooter energy type. Like, what the fuck?
Going off the rails. McNasty just passed the fuck out.
That is the most bizarre album.
Just
what the
knocked out
fuck?
and Randy Rhoads shredding a fucking solo.
Mr. Crowley, down, down, down.
That's a sick solo in that song, by the way.
Sick
That's
solos,
probably
two of them,
that's
yeah.
probably. Well, what's like the main solo?
The first one.
Yeah, probably so. I haven't heard that song in a while, but I love that solo.
I should cover that. I think I will. Thank you.
All
Do it
remember
right
you-
now. Do it right now.
Glad we got that sorted.
I remember I used to always want one of Randy Rhoads' guitars, but they're so like weirdly shaped. It would not be able to like sit on a guitar stand very well.
That's like, yeah, that's like, I do not understand that about like a lot of old like metal bands. It's like the guitar looks cool, but how the fuck do you actually play that? Like,
What's
isn't
it
his like
hanging
a weird flying V?
It's like a V,
I
and then
remember
one of the
correctly,
V's
like-
is like short. Yeah.
Stubby? Yeah, okay. God, yeah, I don't know how people play fucking weird ass guitars.
Well, V's, if you play a V, like you kind of really only can play it in classical position.
Or standing. That's
Like you
about it.
or
It's the two
standing, yeah. But you,
choices.
like if you're sitting, you kind of just tuck the V like into your thigh, and then just kind of roodle it, and then.
So
But if
weird.
for standing, then you can play it whichever way you want. Yeah, I don't know. I always thought V guitars look cooler when you're like standing up holding it, because it's just like
They look dope.
it's like bigger, you know. It covers up more of your. It just
You know
looks
what I
more
don't get is-
ergonomical, unless you're like
I
small.
don't- I don't get how people play with their straps on like the loosest setting. And like
Oh,
the guitars
bro.
hanging down by their ankles.
Have you ever seen like 2009 like Attack Crabcore
Mm-hmm.
shit? God, hold on.
Like,
Fuck, man.
how
Dude,
hard is that on your wrist, man? I feel like
I don't know
Bro.
how people do that, but I've been told by like all my friends that I keep my guitar way too low.
You're supposed to have it like around where your belly button is, to my knowledge.
I feel like if I played standing up, I'd look like such a nerd because I'd have it up on my nipples.
Oh
you know?
yeah, I like having my guitar
'Cause
like
that's how
up
I'm-
high with me too.
That's how I'm used to playing sitting down. It's like
But you
right
don't
there.
look cool.
I don't care. Don't matter, dog.
It's all about looking cool.
Look at that shit that I just
I have never looked cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like people literally
Yeah.
having their guitar on their fucking ankles or like
I
past
feel like
their
that's kind of
balls.
just done for like a video though.
Yeah,
Dude,
probably so.
Like it'd be
Why not?
impossible to play like that
Well,
if you were.
no, but like with the little shitty bands like that used to play like crabcore stuff,
we're
all
just
they played is
dome,
ones and zeros.
dome,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just chugging ones and zeros. You can play it fucking
You can play over
anywhere.
the top of the guitar. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah, you can fucking do anything and it wouldn't matter.
Just mute all
yeah,
the
I
other
don't
strings
know.
except for the low string. Just hit it.
I just can't play guitar standing up at all. Like,
Yeah,
can
I
play
only
bass,
can if it's just
but
like up high, where I can like see because I'm blind.
I'm just inept. But you guys all have been playing. a lot longer than
Yeah.
I have, so I guess that.
I've kind of recently got to the point where I'm almost comfortable enough with the fretboard to kind of play without looking, as long as I know like
Nice.
where my starting point is. But yeah,
I can't
that's not an
really do
easy
that.
thing to do. Like if I just pick up a guitar, close my eyes, like I don't know where the fuck to go. I have to know where my starting point is, and then I can kind of go from there. And yeah, music and stuff.
Oh god, sorry, I was dying for like
music
5
and
seconds.
guitar.
There.
I think we only really have one topic
Jesus
left.
Christ.
What's the worst sickness you've ever had?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess this. I don't know if this counts as a sickness, but I had when I was like in grade 9, I had an allergic reaction, and I was out of school for like 2 months. And I was in the hospital for a bit too, because we didn't know what it was, and it just kept flaring back up, and we couldn't figure it out. They didn't want to like send me somewhere far away in case I did have an allergic reaction, and just like fucking died. But yeah, that sucked ass. But the day I got back from like being gone for like 2 months, I talked to my French teacher and I was like, "Hey, what's my grade?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna mark you on what you did have. So whatever, you have like an 80%." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I go to my next class, and the vice principal taught this class, and I was like, "What's my grade?" She's like, "Oh, you have a 13% right now, and there's no way you'll pass this class."
Oh my god.
I was like, "What?"
I've been like,
She's
fuck you, stupid bitch.
Yeah, she was like, "You haven't come and collected like any of your homework." I was like, I what? I was in the hospital for a bit, and then I was on my couch fucking dying. It's like, oh, that's not my fault. So my
Damn,
mom
what a
had to like
bitch.
call. Yeah, my mom called and like freaked out, and eventually I got like a 52 in that class and just called it a day. Yeah, that was fucking AIDS. That was probably the worst sickness I've had though. Just like, I don't even know if that's a sickness. Just like,
Did you ever figure out what the
allergic
allergy was
reaction.
coming from?
No, we think it was just like a weird hormonal thing. Like it was right around when I was hitting puberty, so they just think it was like this very bizarre
You're just allergic to your own
hormonal
pubes.
reaction.
Allergic to sperm.
God, that'd be horrible.
I would.
Just like one dribble of nut on yourself, and you
Could you
just
imagine
fucking
like
break
busting
out.
on a chick that's allergic to sperm? You just like burn her skin.
It's like acid.
Acid, yeah.
I was thinking like a peanut allergy, where they just like choke to death off of a single flake of nut.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
What about you guys?
I had a really bad flu once. I had swine flu, but it actually was nothing compared to this.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, I had swine flu, but this one flu I had made swine flu look like just like a common cold. I had this one flu one year over like Christmas time when everybody be getting the flu. It was one of those kinds where you puke every 15 minutes for a whole
Oh,
day.
I love those, dude. Those are the best.
So I did that, and I got really dehydrated and whatever. And that night, after puking every 15 minutes for about 12 straight hours, I also had the massive shits with this one. Horrible diarrhea. And
What did you even? What could have even came out at that point?
liquid.
Ugh.
So yeah, I was just chilling in my bed at night, and I was like, okay, I really need to fart, but I'm too weak to like.
Oh no!
I'm way too weak to like get up. I was so drained. I had maybe like a sip of like a 7-Up or something, like, and that was about all I had in my system. And so I trusted the fart, and I pushed. And I regretted it instantly because
That's a mistake.
I shat through my underwear, through my pants, through my blanket, through my sheet, through my blanket, onto my mattress. And I made this.
my
It was a
God.
forceful shat, man. And I had this big old shat stain on my mattress. And so I was like, all right, well, I probably should do something about this. So all I did was I got up and I got a towel and I laid it over the stain and I went back to bed.
You went
because I was
back to
too
bed.
weak to clean it up.
Oh my god.
It was
You
so
should have had
bad.
like a puke bucket and the shit bucket next to you.
I feel like
Yeah.
I only drank like 7-Up and Sprite when I was sick, like as a kid.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know
me
why,
too.
but
I was
that-
just
that
told
was
to do
just-
it.
Yeah, it was like Sprite or 7-Up.
I
would
think
be
like the
cure.
carbonation in it is supposed to like help your stomach or something.
Yeah, well, the ginger ale is supposed to help because ginger's
Oh yeah.
quite soothing.
Have you ever heard of the Brad
Ultimately,
diet?
the
The
Brad
what diet?
Yeah, it's bananas, rice, apples, toast. Those are like the 4 foods that are known to
Sounds-
not fuck with your stomach when you're on the flu.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Well, you can't eat a lot of it, but you can eat like a banana and a piece of toast. and it's,
Dude's like,
perfectly fine.
oh yeah, I had like a ribeye and like some other, mashed potatoes.
what I had was like spicy tacos the night before, and that stuff came up projectile like. So
I had the same exact thing you had,
Ugh.
but with me, what set it off was slow cooked ribs. I ate slow cooked ribs, and immediately the next day, I remember taking my pillow into the bathroom and just sleeping in the bathroom.
Yeah, it was pretty much that bad. I pretty much lived in the bathroom because it was either coming out my butt or my mouth. There was liquid flying everywhere.
Yeah, I would never wish that kind of pain on somebody.
When I when I was a kid, I used to my mom would leave for work right as I would get up to go to school, and I'd turn the shower on, bring my pillow and blanket, and just sleep till she left, and then just go back to bed and stay home from school. But she'd think I was in the shower, so I've slept in the bathroom too, but I wasn't sick.
Oh, fair enough.
I've never slept in the bathroom, and I think the worst sickness I had was the flu that I can think of.
Stomach flu?
Really?
Yeah,
or just the regular flu. Oh.
Just the regular flu, I believe.
God,
this one time I lied to my mom so I could stay home for a week and play Skyrim. I did that one time.
Sick. What'd you tell her you had?
I was just I don't feel good.
Oh. I would try some fuck shit. I'd grab Campbell's soup out of the cupboard and put it in the toilet and be like, yeah, I just threw up. Mom would be like, no, you didn't.
He was sitting there just chicken and noodles. What the hell?
Yeah.
Just alphabet soup.
Yeah, just full unchewed chicken pieces.
Just a whole fucking loaf of bread in the toilet. I threw up.
An entire uncut pizza. Mom, I threw up.
Still half frozen.
Microwave in the toilet. Mom, I don't feel good.
Just pour a bunch of water in there. Just full of water.
Big Mac.
Just a perfectly intact floating Big Mac.
Like Mom, a pelican, you just swallow your food whole.
Mom, I gotta stay home. I threw up.
Just a whole bag of McDonald's just in.
The wrappers are empty. It's just the wrapper. Oh my God. It's a little cactus just sitting there.
At that point, I just let my kids stay home for the creativity.
Yeah, no.
If they went out of the way to place McDonald's in the toilet unchewed and say they threw up, but
that was creative. That's retarded.
I would just go along with it, be like, "Wow, you must be really sick." It's
yeah, make them sit in their bed. Don't let them play Xbox.
Just tell them oh, this is one of the first signs of cancer when you're puking up full McDonald's.
Full McDonald's Happy Meal in the toilet is the first sign of cancer.
Yeah, this is how your grandfather died.
I'm sending you to military school.
I remember I was friends with this kid in high school, and his parents used to ground him every time he got sick. He'd get sick and stay home from school, and they'd take away his Xbox for a month.
That sucks.
Wow. It's what the fuck? It's so bizarre. They because they always they never believed that he was sick. They always thought he was faking it so he could play games or something, because all he did was play video games. Mm-hmm. So they would just take away all of his consoles and stuff for a month, his phone, everything. We'd be we'd ask him 3 weeks after he was sick if he wanted to hang out, and be like, no, I'm grounded. Why? I was sick. Oh, okay, that makes sense. What? So fucking bizarre.
Do you guys feel like you have had COVID?
No.
Have you been sick in the past month, and you just kind of it wasn't really that bad?
No.
My girlfriend and I, we went to Cuba, and right when we got back, she died for how long was it? Yeah, a week and a half, 2 weeks. She was just completely out of it and had a fever. Did you have a dry cough? Yeah, fever, dry cough, every single symptom of it. And this was well before it was mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, she lost her sense of smell and taste as well, which is another huge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we still hung out and stuff. And I never got sick to my knowledge. So I don't know. We want to get tested for antibodies at some point, but I don't know, because the first place that it started to pop up outside of China really was in the Caribbean area, which Cuba's not too far from. Tourists definitely could overlap there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I had a month ago, I remember having my nose was just stuffed up and I just had a mild cough. But I've heard people getting COVID and it affects them
hardly
a very small common cold. Yeah.
It could also be completely asymptomatic where you don't even have any symptoms of it, you just carry it.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's the scary ass part of it, because then you could just be like, hi, Grandpa, and then Grandpa's dead because you gave him a hug.
All right. Well, I think